Hello, welcome to Java Programming Tutorials, Chapter 19, Part 2, Types of Inheritance in Java, brought to you by Ankpro Technologies. My name is Harish. So in this session, we are going to learn about the types of inheritance in Java. So inheritance, it is one of the key concepts in OOPS. That is what we learned and understood in the last session. And let me tell you the definition of inheritance once again. Inheritance in Java, it's a mechanism or a process in which one class can reuse the methods and fields of other class. So this is what we call the inheritance. So right now in this session, we are going to concentrate like how many types of inheritance are present in Java. So there are 5 types. They are single inheritance, multi-level, hierarchical, multiple, and hybrid inheritances. So keep in mind the last two, they are multiple and hybrid inheritance. We can achieve them only with the concept of interfaces. So right now in this session, we are going to understand only the first three: single inheritance, multi-level, and hierarchical. But coming to multiple inheritance and hybrid inheritance, we are going to cover them when I come up with the topic of interfaces. Okay, right now let me show you how to achieve single inheritance, multi-level, and hierarchical inheritance. So let me jump into Eclipse, and here I have a project, and I have a main method. Okay, the class name is demo. So to the same package, what I'll do is I'll add some other classes. It is, the class name is father. Then I'll click finish. Similarly, let me add another class by name son. Then I'll click finish again. So right now you can observe here I have a father class. So inside the father class, what I'll try to do is I'll build a method, public void car. So I'll just system dot println. So it's car. Okay, and you can observe very clearly. So in the father class, I have a method called car. Similarly, what I'll do is I'll come here, I'll just add on the method like public void, and it's cycle or bike. So I'm having a bike method in the child, in the son class. So the same thing, system dot println. So it's pulsar. Okay, now you can observe very clearly I have three classes here. The demo.java, it's a main method class. Okay, and it's other two classes of father class and son class. So now my objective is, okay, I need to make, okay, the method car, which is present in the class father, to be available to the son class. So how to do that, as we learned in the last session, what I'll do is I'll just follow the concept of inheritance. So we use the keyword extends, and I'll inherit the class father to the son. So now son can easily access the method which is present in the father class, that is car. So what I'll do in the main method, I'll create an object of the class son. So now when I press s dot, I can access bike method, and now again I can access the car method also. So now when I run this, now let me show you, I'm getting an error here. Why? Because so now when I run this program, you can observe very clearly it's printing both, that is Pulsar and BMW. So this is what we call single inheritance. Okay, I'm inheriting a single class to the other single class, that is I'm inheriting father class to the son class. So this is what we call single inheritance. So let me jump back to presentation. So it allows a derived class to inherit properties and behaviors of a base class. So here in my example, the base class is father, and the child class is son. So I'm inheriting a base class to a child class such that the child class can access all the methods present in the base class. So this is called single inheritance. So let me jump back to presentation. Now let us understand the multi-level inheritance. It allows the derived class to inherit properties and methods to the base class, as well as the child class will act as a base class to the other class. So let me show you what it is. It's very simple. So now let me go back here. Okay, now what I'll do is, to this default package I'll add another class. Okay, the class is grandfather, and I'll click finish. So here I'll just write a method just to save the time. I'll copy this method definition present here, and I'll come here and I'll tell like is having aeroplane, and this is something like um, Indian Airlines. So now we have to understand the concept of multi level inheritance, in the sense I'll inherit the class A to class B, okay, and class B to class C, okay, such so now whatever the methods present in the class B will be accessible to class B, okay, and now if I inherit this class B to the class C will be having the permission to access all the methods present in class A as well as class B. So let me show you it with an example. So now what I'll do is I've inherited, okay, so let me remove this right now. So first what I'll do is, okay, this is, okay, here is father, grandfather and the son. So let me move it here. So grandfather, father and the son. So what I'll do is I'll inherit this grandfather class to the father, such that the father gets the aeroplane method which is present in the grandfather. So how to do inheritance? It is extends. Okay, now what I'll do is, okay, I'll inherit this father to son, extends. Okay, now you can observe very clearly what I've done is I've inherited the grandfather, the base class, to the father class, and this father class I'm inheriting to the son. So now the son will be having the capacity to fetch the method present in the father class as well as the method present in the grandfather class, because father is inheriting the grandfather class such that the father will be having both car as well as the aeroplane method. So that is being given to son when I extend it, when I inherit that father to the son. So that is the reason when I come here, when I tell like s dot aeroplane, I can access that method too. So when I run the program, you can observe here Pulsar, BMW as well as Indian Airlines are printing. So this is what we call multi-level inheritance. In the sense I'll inherit class A to class B. Next is I'll inherit this class B to class C. So now class C will be having the permission, will be getting all the methods which is present in class B as well as class A. This is what we call multi-level inheritance. So we understood that with the example of this grandfather, father and son classes. So now let me jump back to presentation, and now let me make you understand what is hierarchical inheritance. Okay, so to understand this, in hierarchical inheritance, in the sense in this inheritance, multiple classes inherits from a single base class. So I have a base class, class A, and this class A is being inherited by multiple classes. So it's very simple. So now what I'll do is, it's very simple. Let me remove all of them. Okay, so let me delete this right now, and this too. They're not necessary, and let me remove this. That's the reason we're getting error. Now when I run the program, okay, we're getting, okay, this is what the main method what we have. So now what I do is, okay, I'll just create a class called wheel, I'll click finish. So here I have I have a method public void sample. So now I'll tell like system dot out dot print ln. So here I'll tell wheels. So I'm having a class called wheels and I'm having a method. So I'm telling like system dot out dot println two wheels. Okay. So now what I'll do is I'll add a class called Honda bike and I'll click finish. So now what I'll do is, and also what I'll do is I'll add another class and I'll add the bike as Pulsar. This is other bike which from other company. So now what I'll do is, to the two different classes I'll inherit the same class, that is wheels. So how to inherit? We have to use extends wheels like this. So and here also I need to extend its wheels. So now let me add an independent method to each of them. So just to save the time, what I'll do is I'll just copy. It is red, bike is red, bike is. So let me copy this again and I have to paste it here. So it is silver and let me color of the bike is silver here. So now what I'll do is, it's very simple. I'll create an object of each of the classes Honda, bike and Pulsar. So at that time we will get this method common. In the sense, what we are trying to do is we are trying to inherit a single class to multiple child classes. In the sense, the wheels is a base class and I'm trying to inherit that base class to multiple child classes. That is what we call hierarchical inheritance. So let me show you how to do it. So it's we create an object hp is equal to, and I'll tell hp dot, it's a red method, and again I can access the wheels sample method too. And again what I'll do is so now what I do again here is I'll create an object of this class Pulsar in the main class. So next I'll tell is p dot silver, and again I need to print p dot sample. So now when I run this program, you can observe very clearly the color of the bike is red and it has two wheels, and the color of the bike is silver, it has two wheels. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to inherit this single class to multiple child classes. So this is what we call the hierarchical inheritance. So this is what we learned in this session: three types of inheritance: hierarchical, multi-level and single inheritance. The rest two we are going to understand when I come up with the topic of interfaces. So this is for this session. So finally, thank you for listening. Have a great day. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel Ankpro Training. You can also like our Facebook page visiting this URL. You can also follow us on Twitter. For the reference, refer website. We're on LinkedIn too. Last but not the least, please don't forget to give the feedback. Thank you. Have a great day.